Hey everyone, and welcome back to Simply Addicted. Have you ever wondered why we drink to feel happy and to feel good and to feel all the feels that are supposed to be positive? So why is alcohol scientifically a depressant? It's a question I never really understood, or never even cared to understand or want to understand. But it makes so much sense to me now. Drinking was fun. It had its moments. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But I knew that going in and testing these waters with alcohol, I have an addictive personality. In fact, I have addiction in my family. We lost my uncle at the age of 34 due to a drug overdose. So I knew all these things, but I still got into it, obviously. I really thought I was indestructible. I thought that this was never going to have full control over me, ever. And obviously I was very mistaken. But there's so much things now that I do not miss. Like the nights that I couldn't remember. I was so drunk, I couldn't remember. And I would wake up the next morning thinking, what the hell did I do? Did I piss anybody off? Did I act like a fool? Was it that obvious that I was drunk last night? All these questions would flood my mind and would make me crazy. So you can guess what I would do: go straight to the bottle first thing in the morning just to escape the insanity going on in my mind. It was just, I hated, I remember I hated thinking about that, but then I would drink and just do it all over again. And when I was out doing these things, I would always think everybody's on my level, when all reality, they weren't even close to my level. And then concerts alone, that was another story. The excitement got the best of me. My drinking tripled. I would have 1, 3, 5, 15 too many drinks, to the point where I would hardly remember the concert. And we would spend lots of money for these tickets. So that's very frustrating. Again, these things I will never miss. And when I say what I'm about to say, I mean this full truth, full honesty, from the bottom of my heart. Getting sober has been the best thing that I have ever done, not only for my health, but for my mental health as well. The relationships with my husband, my family, my friends, God, have been better than I could have ever imagined. And beyond the medical part and the challenges, they are the reason I am sober today. And like I have mentioned in previous videos, I came dangerously close to losing my marriage. And I'm so incredibly grateful that I did not. And my husband has been sober with me since day one and has never left my side for me to face this alone. Whew, I could go on and on about that and about him, but I will sit here and start crying. But I will say he is a massive reason why the chapter of my addiction is closed and will never reopen. I have no words but simply grateful, and grateful to be sitting here today to be able to tell you my story. And when I had said that I was forced into sobriety and I cut it off cold turkey, which I did. I didn't go to rehab. I didn't go to AA. I did see a therapist, but I really want to emphasize on this. There is nothing wrong with those, and I am not saying I am better than any of those by any means. Those resources are out there for a reason. They help thousands, if not millions. But for me, the day I was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver was the day that my medical boom took over, the end of 2023 through the whole year of 2024. endless hospital visits, doctor visits, blood work, paracentesis, surgeries. It was absolutely chaos. I didn't, in a way, it was a double-edged sword. I didn't have time to think about drinking. I didn't have time to relapse. In fact, I never even craved it because of all the pain and suffering inside my body and everywhere else. Not to mention the insomnia, which, by the way, sleeping is my top 3 favorite things to do. And I had endless sleepless nights. But all that, I didn't crave it. It turned me off. I was disgusted by it. And now thinking back, that was a blessing in disguise. And again, part of the reason why I am sober today. It's a powerful, powerful thing that I know I keep saying this, that I never thought would have control, but I am so glad that when my doctor came in, the very first time I met my liver specialist, she looked at me and said, Caylene, you have 2 options. If you continue, let's say 4, maybe 6 months, you will die. If you get treatment and do what I'm telling you to do, you have a chance. And I, of course, wanted to live. I have so much to live for. And had I not, I wouldn't be sitting here today to tell you my story. And I am very fortunate to be able to do so. And I am going to leave that here for today. I am actually headed off to the gym, which next time I'm going to get more into that on the mental sides and the health. Again, thank you for listening to me. I truly appreciate it more than you know. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.